Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 59 yards. Mike's 59. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Boys, let's go.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Okay, 36 to Mike. Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Watch the pass. Kill.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You don't want none.
From the gun, Murray.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
third down. Jackson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Let him know.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
A run with Smallwood. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
43.
On third down, Jackson being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, baby, let's go.
Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch 36 to Mike. Good.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Under 10.
Murray now. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
65.
They run Smallwood, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
59.
You don't know no better.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, that ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Chris Wormley gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh able to get him for a loss of about 3. After the sack on first down, Jackson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
51's the mic. Check 31, check 31.
On first down, Smallwood. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, switch gears. Switch. You go tight.
On second down,
You
Smallwood.
got tight right there.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Third and 2, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Crunch.
Check 9, check 9.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because this...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Demir Bird, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack that time. Say hello to Brandon Williams. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Murray. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Mike's 49. So we got man. 49.
Murray to air it out again.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Trying to improvise. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that's caught by Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Again, it's Smallwood.
He's checking. Crash.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
36.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Yeah, let's get that.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. 36, out low. Go.
36.
You want this. 36.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray.
I got you.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Slam. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Same on. Time to go. Night. Sponge. No. Slam.
Go, Mike 51.
Now it's Jackson.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Smallwood, the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Murray. Into the hands of Bird over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Let's go.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Smallwood. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check 3. Showing up.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Yeah, baby.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They run the counter. Smallwood.
Run!
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man. Tighten up.
Going right back to Smallwood. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
25.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Joker, 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 Joker.
3rd down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Don't throw this way.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ready, Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Good work,
so
boys.
a jump there defensively.
Let's go.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
43's
Don't
Mike.
move across the line of
It's gonna be
scrimmage
a
until the ball
long
moves.
day.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score as the Ravens push further out in front. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Come on now, let's go.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Ravens, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.